moving on to the fourth house. I love the fourth house because, well, I just love it because I'm a Cancer moon. So I love talking about fourth house things, even though my moon is not in the fourth house. But I understand that energy. So I'm excited to do this one. So a little recap because I like doing that because if you're just watching it, just the one that is applicable to you, but you also get a little feedback on the first ones. So I feel like that makes it more fun for those of you who would skip the other ones. Let's look back a little bit. In the first house, instinct, I exist, I want to stick around. Second house, okay, in order for me to stick around, I have to feed myself, I need resources, and I kind of need things. I need to eat, and I need to like ingest things and and experience those flavors and know what I like, what I don't like, that sort of thing, and have resources. And the third house, okay, so okay, now I have my hands and feet. I have my hands and my lungs and my arms. So okay, because I could breathe. I also, now that I could see in the first house and in the second house, I could taste, and now that I could smell and I could hear, and I could reach out and touch things and kind of figure out what they are, and and that sort of thing. And then we come to the fourth house. In the fourth house, Venus is realizing, oh, wait a minute, I have a really good thing going here. I like what I have, and it feels good to have it. Feels good to have it because Venus in the third house have experienced hands, started to understand texture and things that are felt. Okay, but it really, 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 really comes to the realization of how things are. No, actually, in third house, the hands were used to grab onto things. It's just the curiosity, the instinct to grab onto something. Okay, it's still somewhere up here. Okay, but in the fourth house, Venus realizing, oh, the hands could also bring something to get closer to me. I could feel those things, my palms. I could feel how they feel. Things have texture. Okay, so that's the other side. Okay, so you could feel it. You could feel things. You could taste things. You could hear things, and you could see things, and you could smell things, and you could hear things. By the time Venus gets to the fourth house, she understands all her senses. And because she understands the senses, that means she has a better idea of pleasure, because she's experienced pleasure in all the senses, right? And that's still related to just the body as a whole. Now she's like, well, I have all these things that I've experienced that I like, I love. I have all these resources that I have gathered. I want to keep these things because they feel good to me. I am attached to them now. Okay, so the fourth house, it's related to it governs the part of the body that is the stomach, the breast, the chest, and the ribs. Okay, I'm gonna go at this again. It's govern the chest. I should say it the other way around. The chest, the breast, the ribs, and the stomach. So Venus in the fourth house, it's realizing the torso. Okay, not all of it, but just what it could feel so far based on the little experience it has through the other houses. Okay, now Venus is farther along than just being a toddler. Venus already mastered, the hands and stuff like that, can grab onto things and whatnot. Okay, so I have the resources that I gathered, and I had knowledge, and I know now how to gather things. I know how to communicate what I need and express this and that. And now my desire, my pleasure, my love, I want to protect. And you would see, and we would say, like, if you start first from the breast, I love, I desire, I have pleasure now, and I've experienced nurturing. Okay, so I need to know now I'm nurturing myself. I know how to nurture myself now. I have resources. If you think of the bosom as related to milk, okay, something that could feed a baby, that could nourish, that could give comfort, okay, that is bountiful, that is full, okay. I am resource. Remember, Venus is resource, okay. And I have a chest where I would need to kind of safeguard these resources, safeguard my bountifulness, my fruitfulness, and protect my lungs, that keeps my breath going, that keeps me, that makes it able for me to stay in that human experience, that makes it able for me to speak my needs and expressions. I don't want someone to take my breath away, because that would cut me off of this experience that I grew to love and enjoy and still desire so much of, and there's still so much to learn. I'm only at the fourth stop of that 12 stations. And then you have the stomach. Venus realizes that, okay, so I had hands to gather those resources. I have the knowledge to acquire the understanding of the way this whole domain works. I've ingested the resources. I have taken in the foods and the flavors and stuff like that. They're in here. I want to protect those things. They're in my stomach. They are mine. And you see where the baby, when baby is starting to first talk, you can't take stuff away from them. You trying to take away their toy, it's like mine. I'm protecting things that I have now. I've reached out and used my big fat fingers. I crawl, okay, to make a connection to them, to communicate my needs. I crawl to go there, and I grab it. I already bring it close to me. And whoa, this is new. Never seen those colors before. It makes a sound. Never heard those sounds before. That is cool. It has a shape. I've never seen those shapes before. It's fascinating. It's exciting. It's interesting. It's new. It's a discovery. Mine. I'm not giving this back. It's mine. I want it. In the fourth house, Venus has the first brush to possession. But the reason why Venus there is a little possessive, want to keep something, it's not necessarily possessive because I don't want you to take it like, there's possession in every sign. But it's like, I want to keep you close to you. I want to bring you abreast where my ribs, I have shell. Remember, the fourth house is nature. It embodies the Cancer nature. It's the crab. It has the harder shell on the outside and gooey on the inside. Okay? It has the crab has the many limbs that could crawl around and, or whatever, and the little clamps that could grab something and bring it real close. But when I have it, it's within my grasp now. You can't claw this out of me now because I want it. I've grabbed it. Mine. So you will find people with Venus and the fourth house. It's not like the third house where I'm cool. if you are away from me, because it's an air sign and I need to flow and I need to places to circulate, and I just want you around. I just want you at hands distance. Okay. And the fourth house, you do this now. You bring this close to you. You like, this is mine. This is like, I'm grabbing onto this now. Now I'm keeping it. I'm bringing it abreast, where I have hard shell. I have the breast, the chest, the breastbone, and I have ribs to keep it. Because there, Venus is realizing I have to safeguard what I have, because it feels good to me to have those things. I have felt them. I have smelled them. I have tasted them. I have heard them. I see them. And I was able to make that connection with all my senses. I've experienced pleasure that they could bring into my life. And I want to keep them. And the reason why in the fourth house Venus want to keep these things is because the fourth house, the element is water. So water is, it takes the form of, first of all, of whatever it is. Okay, so you would see that the Venus there in the fourth house already merged and taken shape. So just these experiences with those things that, and the things from the first, second, and third house already change and shape that fourth house Venus a different way based on the experience they have. And also because it's water, Venus there is starting to experience feelings and emotion. And the emotions that I'm talking about now is not like the deep, dark emotions that's down the road in the 8th house. It's like, this feels good. I like it. This doesn't feel good. I don't like it. It's very simple of, it's want, I don't want. It feels good. It doesn't feel good. Okay? And also because I like those things that feel good, I need to feel safety. I need to experience safety, that nobody's gonna grab my stuff. Okay, so the Venus there wants safety, wanna bring clothes where it's abreast of me, where I have rib cage and breastbone, so I could protect my resources. What I have in my bosom, in my stomach, and in my bosom, and my breast, my milk, my resources. Okay, for myself and for those I value. Okay, so I'm using the resources, and those are my innate resources now that I could use to, well, give back and nurture others. So Venus there wants to safeguard. Venus there wants to protect, and you could see that by the part that it governs the ribs, the stomach, and the breast. Okay, she's starting to understand that I have my own value. Yes, there's those things that I can get from the earth, but I'm a woman. Oh my God, I'm built in with my own resources to nurture, to give, to share. But for me to even do that, you have to come to my breast. You have to come close to me. I have to bring you to my chest. I desire to feed you, to nurture you, to share my resources with you now. Because I have resources. I like you. Okay? It feels good to have this thing. Okay? So the emotions that Venus is exploring is, that's why she wants safety in that house, is happy, unhappy, happy, sad. The desire, now she knows enough now to know what she doesn't want. She's no longer willing to explore everything else, because I'm already explored and crawl and go to that place, learn this thing, because I have hands now. I already touched things that I know what's hot, and that I've already experienced unpleasantness. I've already put things in my mouth and realized, well, this is sour. My son used to do that. All babies do that, but like he would, like when I would feed him something he doesn't like, he would wait for me to fill his mouth full of food. He would just stuff it like a squirrel. And then when he cannot hold it anymore, he would just, like, it would just go all over the place and just like, so that's pretty much, it. Like, you've experienced things that are unpleasant, like you don't want them in your mouth, expel. Okay, you've already learned the thing. You made the mistake with your speech and expression. You already said the bad things. You probably already heard some things that you didn't like, some things that are bad, that didn't feel good. You've heard some sound that are like too sharp. Makes my ears hurt. Didn't feel good. It didn't feel good. This feels hot and cold. I've already felt and experienced different things now. I'm starting to understand what flavors that I don't like. This is too spicy. This is too sour. This is too salty. Because I've ingested the foods. I taste all the foods. I've tasted all the fruits. I've seen more things. All right? I've already been places, I'm realizing, oh, this is a plug. Don't stick your finger in there, and that sort of thing. All right? So women and men and with this placement, okay, they want to nurture you. They want to feed you. Okay? They want to feed you. They want to put something in your belly. Okay, that's the woman or the man. The man would do it too. That would actually, me expressing my love, desire, pleasure. I enjoy cooking that meal because it connects you to your senses. I want you to smell it while I'm cooking it. I want you to taste it and it makes you feel good. I want you to fill up your tummy, okay, and give you food. And then I want to bring you together. I want you to come closer to me because I want to touch you, hug you, feel you, smell you. The connection we are having, it's a breath to me. So just like the different from the connection, the third house, the Cancer definitely want you to sit on my lap. You could come sit on my lap. Heck, sit on my lap if you want. But if you don't want to do that, I literally want you very close to me. Because I want you so close that I could feel you with my body. I could feel you. I could smell you because you have to be close. If you're too far, I can smell you. I could feel you. And that we will have issues. I have to be able to feel you. Okay, you don't need to be at arm's length. Come a little closer. I actually need you right here. Right here. Abreast of me, so I could protect you with my care, with my rib cage. I hope that's making sense for the lay person, and I hope that the way I explain things kind of brings some new understanding and nuggets to those who are a fan of astrology, who kind of know these things but never really think of it as a way that the lay person, the 3-year-old, could understand it. And that's the aim. I want the 3-year-old to understand what I'm saying right now, because I want to put it in languages that is easy to digest and absorb and assimilate and understand. Okay? So in 4th house, Venus is remembering feelings and emotion. Okay? Discovering that she wants safety and she wants to safeguard the things that she's learned so far, the things that she's gathered so far, the things that she's experienced so far, the things that she's ingested so far, the things that she sees and love and desires so far. Okay, Venus realizes tenderness, roughness, abruptness. She's experienced all the emotions through this journey. Now she wants to keep it. And then because she wants to keep it, she also doesn't want other people to experience the negative of it. The Cancer Venus will protect your feelings. Sometimes to a fault, but that's a different conversation. They'll protect your feelings. They will answer to your needs. They'll provide for your needs your emotional needs. Because at the end of the day, they want you to feel good. They want you to only experience the more pleasant emotions. Okay? All right, that is all. Obviously, this one was extra fun for me because, I mean, when your moon is on Cancer, you know, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.